You're gonna win.
Okay, if you just want to keep an eye on that.
Cool. You know I'm useless, so unless someone tries to steal it, I'm not worth much. I'm so bad at technology. That little girl is so cute.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming out. This is Mark. We have a few announcements.
This is a co-production or co-sponsorship of the Shepherd Elementary PTA. Karen Biddle, co-president. And the Shepherd Park Citizens Association, me, president. If you want to join the Shepherd Park Citizens Association after the show, our treasurer, Carl Bergman, waving the Nats cap behind you, he will take your money under the shed after the show.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming out. We are thrilled with this turnout. My name is Ruthie Reno. I'm Artistic Director of Pocket Change Theater Company. We have a few announcements about the show today. Number one being that this is a sensory-friendly performance. So if you need to get up and walk around, take a break, if anything gets overstimulating, we totally understand and you are welcome to do that. Number two, if everyone could stay behind the hats for the performance, we would really appreciate it for your safety. Also, we can't have people on the playground during the performance, just again as a matter of safety. So can we go in front of the hats? No. Thank you. Perfect. All right. You may have noticed programs on your way in. There you can find all of our social media accounts. Those will give you information about more free and family-friendly performances in the area. And lastly, we will be accepting donations after the show, so if you liked it and you have some pocket change you'd like to give to Pocket Change, it would be much appreciated. And now I'm going to turn it back over to our magicians, Aaron and Narissa. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. Give yourselves a round of applause. How many of you, we're going to get started, how many of you know or are familiar with A Midsummer Night's Dream? Show of hands. You read it in school? Your parents made you read it in school? You read it in school? Anybody? No? Okay, how many of you know, and just shout out numbers, how many characters there are in this show?
7.
50.
There are 22. So some of you were very close and some of you were not. How many of you do you see on, how many of us do you see on stage right now?
21.
2, yes, whoever said 2, see us after the show for a cookie. So we're actually going to need some volunteers.
Yep. Now, if I was speaking with you just before the show and handed you a card that looks like this, then join me on stage. You're actually going to be helping us tell our story today. All right, give a round of applause to the volunteers.
Yeah. You can go ahead and line up just right along in this area. Just right over here. There's only 5.
Yeah,
You said 20.
we'll be fine.
All right, well, I'm sure as most of you can see right now, I'm going to get out of your way. Right now, my assistant is handing all of our volunteers a packet of character cards. In those packet are sets of cards, like I just said. And on each card is the name of one of the characters that they will be playing in the show for us today. So before we get started, let's go ahead and introduce all of our volunteers. Starting over here with you, what's your name?
Allison.
Allison, thank you for joining us. And would you be able to read the names on your cards?
Titania.
Tanya.
Hippolyta.
Hippolyta.
And Flute.
Flute. Very strange names, I know. And you, sir, what is your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. And would you be able to read the names on your cards?
I've got Oberon,
Oberon,
Theseus,
Theseus,
and Quince.
and Quince. Thank you. And your name as well.
My name is also Jonathan.
Do we have any other Jonathans here? Okay, good.
Just the 2.
Okay. And would you be able to read the names on your cards?
My names are Lysander and Starveling.
And Starveling, yes, thank you. And your name?
You want to move?
Ashley, thank you for joining us. And names on your cards?
Bottom and Helena.
Autumn and Helena, thank you. And you, sir, what's your name? Matt. Matt. And would you be able to read the names on your cards?
Now and Demetrius.
Down Demetrius, can you read them?
Oh, I'm going to be playing the fairy, Snug, and Hermia.
Okay, and you gave me Aegeus, Puck, and Philostrate. You guys all know your lines, right?
How do we know our lines?
Yeah. You guys don't know your lines? Well, that's not very helpful. What if there was a way that we could turn all of our volunteers into actors? Not just any actors, Shakespearean actors. How would we do that?
Well, has anyone heard of the magic of hypnotism?
Hypnotism? What's that? I will tell you. Hypnotism is defined as using magic to get total strangers to do silly things for the amusement of others. That's kind of what we're about to do here today. I'm sure some of you have seen on TV, someone will hold out a pen or a watch and they'll wave it in front of your eyes. You're going, you're not paying attention. You're getting very bored, clearly bored and confused, and it doesn't always work. We have found a surefire way to hypnotize anybody. You look them in the eye. It's okay. See, this perimeter protects you too. You look them in the eye and you do this. No, I did that very quickly, so I'm going to do that again. Yeah, everyone try it. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do it all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was mostly just us looking ridiculous. That's okay. So that's how you hypnotize somebody, and all that's left to do now is to hypnotize our volunteers. Okay, I need all 5 of you to look both of us in the eyes at the same time. Don't think about it, just do it. So before we get started, Before we get started, we have a few rules to go over. Rule number 1, 2 claps wakes people up. 1 clap puts people out. When either my assistant, myself, or the pair of us snap our fingers like this, all of our volunteers will change characters. Now the last and final rule. All of our volunteers will remain in a state of Shakespearean hypnosis, is what we're calling it, until the end of the show, at which point my assistant will remove their character cards. Having said that, boy, it's hot. Who here is ready to see a show? A little bit better there. Who here is ready to see a show? We give to you Midsummer Night's Dream, presented by 2 traveling hypnotists and 5 random strangers.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnity.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, into stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so that she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god.
I would, my father, look but with my eyes.
Rather with your eyes, but 'tis just a look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold to your presence here to plead my thoughts, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to forever abjure the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. Thrice blessed they that so master their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled in that which withering on the virgin thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord!
Take time to pause. And by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bonds of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or upon Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain rights. You have her father's love, Demetrius, let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine.
and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius, and, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right?
No.
Demetrius, all about you to his head, made love to need our daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes upon this spotted and inconstant
I
man.
must confess that I have heard so much, and thought to have what Demetrius spoke thereof. But come, Demetrius, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. For you, fair Hermia, look, you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which we may by no means extenuate either to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business.
With duty and desire we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Alike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
The course of true love never did run smooth. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love.
Ah!
Oh, look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Oh, you meet fair, that fair again unsaved. Demetrius loves your fair, oh happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, your tongue sweet air. Oh, teach me how you look with what art. You sway the motion of Demetrius.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such
The
skill.
more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
And but your beauty, where that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds are wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight of lovers' food tomorrow dear.
I will, my Hermia. Helena! Adieu! As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or some others can be. Though in Athens I am thought as fair as she. What of that? Demetrius thinks not so, and he do not know all but he do know. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood he will go tomorrow night. Pursue her. For this intelligence I have great thanks. It is a dear expense. But herein I mean to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You would do best to call them according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is not fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First the Duke would say what the play treats on, then name the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Now give Peter Quince, call forth young actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I am for, proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
He is a lover who kills himself most gallantly for love.
I will call for some tears in the performing of it. Name the rest of the players.
Uh-huh. Francis Flute the Bellows Mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
You must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all in one. You call play to the mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
Well, let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Oh, Pyramus, my lover dear.
No! No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe. Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
You Thisbe's mother. Tom Stout the teacher.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is the play fitting.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
Oh! Well, you may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Then let me play the lion too. I'll roar! It'll do any man's heart to hear me roar. And let the Duke say, let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you would do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, and they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us every mother's son.
But I will have to make my voice, and I will roar any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, a most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Good. Masters, here are your parts, and I am to request you, entreat you, and desire you to come to by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood. There we will rehearse. I pray you, fail me not.
There we may rehearse more obscenely and more courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's oak we meet.
Enough hold or to cut bowstrings.
Pretty good job so far, right?
Woo!
How now, spirit, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through brush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire, and I serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green. Oh, farewell, the love of spirits, all be gone. Oh, the queen and all her elves come here and on.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing, fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, neither train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy, and now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or by spangled starlight sheen, but they do swear that all their elves for fear do creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite. Come up, a good fellow! Are you not he? Then frights the maidens in the villagery. Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet puck, who do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Fairy, thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
You're my mistress. Would that you were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Why art thou here, come from the furthest steep of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress and warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beached margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls, thou hast disturbed our sport. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound. And thorough this distemperature, we see the seasons alter. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries. And the mazed world, by their increase, now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my prince.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, when we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wonted wind. But she, being mortal of that boy, did die, and for her sake I do rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
Do you amend it then? How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me the boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom.
Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on the dolphin's back.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal, throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft, quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon. It fell upon a little western flower.
Ah!
Before milk white, now purple with love's womb. Fetch me this flower. The herb I showed thee once, the juice of it, upon sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that is seen. Fetch me this herb.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she then waking looks upon, she shall pursue with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm off from her sight, as I can do with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. Who comes here? I am invisible and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I, wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor cannot, love you?
And even for that, I love you the more. I am but your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, only give me leave to follow you, unworthy as I am. What worse or place could I beg for your love? Get a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
It is not night when I look on your face, nor doth this wood lack a world of company. For you and my respects are the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when I have all the world to look on me?
I will not stay the questions. Let me go. Or, if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! I will follow thee and make heaven of hell to die upon the hand that I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye. There it is.
I pray thee give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and nodding violet grows. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it. A sweet Athenian woman is in love with a disdain for youth. Anoint his eye, but do it, when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, as he may prove more fond of her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it, for the true love take. Be it ounce, or cat, or bear, pard, or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye it shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I have forgot our way. Will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love, night and silent. What is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul! She durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eye I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid now. Awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, whereso she lies, for she has blessed and attractive eyes. But who is here? Lysander, on the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, away.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, do not say so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? She still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove.
Wherefore was this keen mockery born? When at your hand did I deserve such scorn? But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness.
She's not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near, for as a surfeit of the sweetest things the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as the heresies that men do leave are hated most by those they did deceive, so thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander! Help me do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast! My me, for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what, removed? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if thou hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No, then I perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you, I'll find immediately. Oh, we all met.
Oh, Pat, this is a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. We shall do it in action as we shall do it before the youth.
Be the quick.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw his sword and kill himself, which ladies cannot abide. How say you that?
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. Have a device to make things well. Write me a prologue, and let this prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is indeed not killed, and that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver.
Well, we will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
No, I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, bring in God to shield us. A lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. There's nothing more fearful than your lion living.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
No, you must name his name. He himself must speak. Saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble your life for mine. If you think I come hither as a lion, no, for I'm sitting on my life. No, I am a man, as other men are. And then let him name his name and tell them plainly that he is the joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there is two hard things. We must bring in moonshine into a chamber where Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight. One must come in with a bush of thorn and a lantern and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Huh? Then we must have a wall. For Pyramus and Thisbe, the story says, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. Well, what say you, Bottom?
No.
Some man or other must present wall, and he must hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny, Pyramus and Thisbe will whisper.
If it be so, then all is well. Come, sit you down, every mother's son, and rehearse your part. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter through that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
Thisbe, the flowers, odious, savor, sweet.
Odorous! Odorous.
Odors, savor, sweet. So hath thy breath. But hark, a voice. Stay here but a while.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
I speak now.
Aye, marry you must, for you must understand he goes but to see a voice he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant Priya, most briskly juvenile, and most lovely Jew, as truest horse. Yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Minnie's tomb.
That's Linus' tomb, man. You must not speak that part yet. You answer that to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tired.
As truest horse, yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe.
Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray masters, fly masters!
Why do they run away? This is to make me afeared.
Oh, God of our change, what do I see on thee?
Thus thee, Bottom, thus thee, thou art translated.
I see through their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to frighten me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down here and I will sing to show them I am not afraid.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
Finch the sparrow epilogue, the plain song cuckoo gray, whose notes so many a man doth mock and dares not answer.
Gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues forth, perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks you have little reason to say so.
So in truth, love and reason keep little company nowadays.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so. If I had enough wit to get out of this fluid, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this who do not desire to go, thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and I shall purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go.
I wonder if Titania be awake. How now, mad spirit? What night rule about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love! Near to her close and consecrated bower, while in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of packing, rude mechanicals that work the bread upon Athenian stalls were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort, whom Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did he at this advantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed upon his head. Anon, his this be must be answered! And forth my mimic comes, and when they him spy, as wild geese when creeping fowler eye, sever themselves and madly sweep the sky, so at his sight away his fellows fly, and in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise! But hast thou yet lashed the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked of force she must be eyed.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? We wrecked so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I betchide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. When he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia, I'll sooner believe this whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the center creep, and so displease her brother's noontide with the antipodes. It cannot be that thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierced through the hearts with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
My Lysander! Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my house.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of emancipation. Hast thou slain him then? Once. Tell true, even for my sake.
Spend your passion on a misprized nude. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood. Nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
Privilege never to see me more.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love's sight.
The fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens see thou find. By some illusion see you bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery. Sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, may she shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for a remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
And shall two at once woo one? And thou must needs be sport alone, and these things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep. And vows so born in their nativity all truth appears.
You do advance your cunning more and more. These are Hermia's vows. Will you give her or?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
None in my mind. Will you give her or?
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you. Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite. I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but must you join in souls to mock me too? A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears in a poor maid's
You are
eyes.
unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her was this guest-wise sojourn, and now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain. Helen, it is not so. Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy own peril thou shalt abide it dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Thou art not but my eye, Lysander, found my ear. I thank it brought me to thy sound, but why unkindly did so leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekst thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one in this confederacy. Now I perceive you have joined all three have fashioned this false sport in spite of me. Have you conspired with these contrived to bait me in this foul derision? Is all the counsels we have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time is all forgotten? And now will you join with men in scorning your poor friend? 'Tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as long as I may chide you for it, but I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander in scorn to follow me, to praise my eyes and face? And your other love, Demetrius, who even did now but spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, rare, nymph, divine, precious, and celestial. Wherefore he speaks to her she hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich in his soul, and tender me, forsooth affection, but by your consent, by your setting
I
on,
understand not what you mean by this.
I do, persevere, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other and hold the sweet jest up. But 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Please do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. I swear by that which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not. I say I love thee more than he can do. If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too. Quick, come!
Lysander, where'd you take all this?
Away! No. He'll seem to break loose. Take on as you follow, and yet come not. You are a tame man. Go. Vile thing, let loose or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, loathed medicine. Oh, hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
I do, and so do you.
I'll not trust your word. What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her
Why
so.
can you do me greater harm than hate?
Oh.
Hate me wherefore? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander? With God's forbidden earnest shall I say.
Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
You canker. You thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, it's faith. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of fashion? Fine, counterfeit puppet you.
Puppet! Why so? That way goes the gate. Now I perceive she has made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she has prevailed with her. Are you grown so high in this esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not get so low, but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
I pray you, gentlemen, though you mock me, let her not strike me. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. You may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower. Hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I ever did love you. Did you ever keep your counsel? Save that I told Demetrius unto your stop into the wood. He followed you, and for love I followed him, but he has since threatened me to burn me, to strike me, nay, to kill me too. And now you will let me go and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how calm and how simple I am?
Get you gone.
Who is it hinders you? A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
Why, Sandra?
With Demetrius!
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena. No, sir, she shall not, though you take her parts.
When she is angry, she is keen and crude. Though she be little, she be fierce.
Little again? Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
I'll get you gone, you dwarf. You minimus of hindering knotgrass maid. You acorn. You are too officious in her behalf that scorns her services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her parts. Or if ever thou dost intend ever so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide. Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, and try of whose right of thine or mine is most to Helena. Follow. Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I no longer trust you, nor I stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for the fray. My legs, though, are longer to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commits knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you say I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise as I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far glad I did so sort as this there jangling I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Therefore, hie, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius. And from each other look thou lead them thus, till death, counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eyes, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When he next awake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision.
Oh, my fairy king, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragon cut the clouds full fast.
Notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, draw and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou run away, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head? Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling bushes that thou look'st for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee. Yea, art thou there? Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here. He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I followed fast, but faster did he fly. That fallen am I in dark uneven way, and here will rest me. Oh, come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite. Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not? Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand or look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay then, thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. My day's approach. Look to be visited.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night, abate thine hours, so I shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. For these my poor company do detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me away from mine own company.
Yet but 3. Come, one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Oh, here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so inwoven, dabbled with dew and torn by the briars. I no further control, no further go. My legs cannot keep pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield bystander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to thy eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. Jack shall have chill, naught shall go ill. The man will have his mare again, and all will be well.
Come, sit thee down upon my flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy. What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love, or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
Methinks I desire a bottle of hay.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I pray you, let none of your people stir me. Have a great exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Oh, her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the woods, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her. When I at my pleasure had taunted her, and she in mild patience begged me for mine own, I did ask of her her changeling boy, which straight she gave me in her fairy set to bear to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I shall undo this hateful imperfection of her eye. And my gentle papa, take the transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that, when he awakening, may back to Athens again repair, and think no more of tonight's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. And now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh! How came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head.
When thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes, peep.
Come, my queen, take hands with me. Now thou and I are new in amity.
Fairy king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground. Oh!
But soft! What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander. Oh, this Demetrius is. And Helena. Old Nidon's Helena. I wonder at their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came and grace our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Good morrow, friends! Begin these woodworks but a couple now. St. Valentine is past.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray thee, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, with hatred being so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough! Enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law. The law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would have... Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood. And I in fury hither followed them. The fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is.
I'm the winner.
Object and pleasure of mine eye.
That's
Only
right.
Helen.
Well, I please.
Her my life was betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness did I loathe this food. But as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us shall these couples eternally be knit. Away with us to Athens.
Lukewarm.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair pyramis, Peter Quince. God's life stolen hence and left me here asleep. I have had a most rare vision, a dream past the wit of a man to tell you what that dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream, and I will sing it as the latter end of the play before the Duke. Well.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he comes not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all of Athens able to discharge pyramids, but he.
No, he had simple the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yay, and the best person too.
Masters, the Duke is come from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies who are married. The first word I got for her, we'd all be fed.
Where are these lads? Where are these hoes?
Bottom! Almost courageous day! Almost happy hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything.
Tell us, Bottom!
Not a word of it. All I will say is get the apparel together and meet presently at the palace. For the long and the short is, our play is preferred. And I have no doubt they will say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go away.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies, which apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehend.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds, transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. Come now. Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturous hour? Call fellas straight.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening?
There is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness shall see first.
A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. What are they that do play it?
The hard-handed men that work in Athens here and have spoiled their own breathed memories in this same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No! My lord, this is not for you.
I will hear that play. For never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Well, why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach. If we offend, it is but with our goodwill that you should think that we come not to offend, but with goodwill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider that we come with this despite, that the actors are at hand. And by their show, you will know all that you are like to know.
He hath ridden his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop.
Gentles, perchance you wander at this show, but wander on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you should know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, harsh souls, they are content to whisper. At the which, let no man wonder. This man, with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn, doth present moonshine. For by moonlight did Pyramus and Thisbe, these lovers, think no scorn, to meet at Nina's tomb, there to woo. This man, this grisly beast, Lion, right by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. And on comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his bloody Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with blade, with bloody, bladeful, bloody, braveless, ocean, flowing, bloody breath. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let moonshine, wall, and lion, and lovers twain, at large discourse, for here they do remain.
In the same duty done before that I would champion and present a war. It's such a war as I would everything that had in it a cradle, a chain, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper of the very secret. Oh, grim look night, oh night with hue so black, oh night when day is not, oh night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my poor Thisbe's promise is forgot. And oh, wall, oh sweet and lovely wall that stands between her father's grounds and mine. Oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall, Jove shield thee for this. What was this I see? No, Thisbe I see. Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Thy stones with rhyme and hair knit up in me.
I see a voice. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace. Wilt thou meet me at Ninny's tomb straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
heart discharge, so it be done, while away, go!
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous dust that creaks on blood, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion rub in wildest rage. Then know that I, as Snug the Joiner, am a lion fell. No? Else, no lion's down, for if I should, as a lion, come and strife into this place, for pity on my legs.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be. All I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, I, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush.
This is old Minnie's tomb. Where is my love?
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams, for thy gracious golden glittering gleams. But stay, oh spite but mournful night, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good what's stained with blood. Wherefore did foul lion nature frame? Since here foul lion hath deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived and loved and liked with cheer. Tears confounding, out, sword and wound, thy path of pyramis, I that left path, which heart doth hop.
Thus I die. Asleep, my love! I am dead!
Now I am fled. Thy soul is in the sky. Tongue loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. For now I die.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Quite dumb, dead! A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Livers, make moan! His eyes were green as leeks. Oh. A tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast embryo. And farewell, friends. Thus this be ends. Adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
I and Wall too.
No, I assure you, the wall that parted their father's grounds is dead. Will it please you to see the epilogue?
No! I pray you, no epilogue, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none be blamed. And so it is truly, and very notably, discharged. Let your epilogue alone.
Bong. Bong.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time.
Bong. 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 If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That You have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding than a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, and if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Round of applause for our volunteers. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Aaron. This is Arissa. Good night.
Yep.
You want me to turn it off?
Yeah.